An incredible piece of ancient history is on show in Perth at the moment, and it might make you think a little differently about a country that we often associate with war and conflict, Afghanistan. Precious treasures, some of them 4,000 years old, are on show here at the WA Museum. But the story of how they got here is probably just as fascinating as the pieces themselves. 5 men risked their lives to protect the items from being destroyed by the Taliban. One of those men is in Perth at the moment, and you're about to meet him. His story is incredible. Every delicate piece tells a story about the ancient world and shows us another side of Afghanistan. Lavish gold jewellery found in the graves of 6 nomads, golden bowls from the Bronze Age, rare sculptures, ornaments and furniture, all traded along the Silk Road all those years ago. The only reason that these treasures are here today is because a small group of museum staff in Kabul did everything they could to preserve them. They basically smuggled them out of the National Museum and hid them in vaults underneath the Presidential Palace, and that's where they stayed for the next 25 years. One of those key holders, Mr. Sherez Saifi, is in Perth to tell his story. Can you tell us how important it was for you to save these treasures?
It is important for us because it's part of our culture and history, especially two part of our previous history. It goes back to BC, and it's part of the Unanian Bactrian culture as well as the Kushanian culture. And we wanted to carry on for the coming generation.
What lengths did you go to protect everything here?
Due to the 2 decades of conflicts back in Afghanistan in our country, unfortunately, we lost part of our previous culture, and for that reason, we decided to divide it, to keep it in different places. That way, we were able to protect part of it.
The key holders didn't tell anyone about these treasures, but in 2003, the vaults were opened and the treasures had survived. This piece here is absolutely stunning and it easily steals the show. It's a solid gold crown, and again, the story behind it is fascinating. This was found buried with a young woman alongside ornaments and other pieces of solid gold. And what that indicates is her high social status, which even existed all those years ago. The Hidden Treasures exhibition is on show at the WA Museum until November 16. In addition, there's a WA-only exhibit from Perth's Afghan community.